Hey guys, the Stockton real estate market is shifting very rapidly, so you want to stay tuned to see what's happening. Right off the bat, Richard, let's get into the amount of new listings that are for sale. What do you got here?
Wow, take a look. The light green line here is new listings. As you can see across the chart, that's higher than from May of 21 all the way through today. So definitely the inventory is coming up, which is good news for you buyers. Sales are down just a little bit. I think that's still a little bit of a shock maybe from the interest rates. And pendings, although they did go down last month, are starting to come back up, which should bring the sales up with us. So overall, it looks pretty good that we're heading toward more of a little bit normal market.
Yeah, we're definitely reached the normal market. What do we have? 433 new listings last month. I did a search this morning for all of Stockton, and we're over 500. It's 519 active homes for sale. But it leads me to believe is like, where's the months of inventory? So let's take a look at the months of inventory, and where we are is whether it's a seller's market still or a buyer's market. Let's get into that data. All right, so here we have in the chart behind us is the months of inventory, and that means if another home was not placed on the market, how fast all the inventory would sell. And we're right at about 2 months. You can see that climb on the graph up to 2 months. And so that is relative to 433 homes on the market. But like I said, when I did the search today, there was over 500. So I was curious, when was the last time we saw a buyer's market, which is 3 or more months? So I looked back 4 years. Let's see what we can find.
As you can see in this chart right here we are up almost to that 2 number. The next best time from then was way back in March of 20. And the only time we've been over 3, which is kind of starting to be considered more of a normal market, was way back in 11 of 18. So we still have a little ways to go to get to a normal market, but it's sure getting better for you buyers out there.
Yeah, improving a lot for the buyers out there. To hit that 3 months of inventory mark, which is the mark the experts say is a normal market, we're talking about 700 or 750, somewhere in that range, amount of homes on the market. So we have a little ways to go. The data is still saying it's a seller's market, but definitely felt that shift. With the shift, Richard, let's take a look at the average sold price of homes here in Stockton.
Yes.
All right, here behind us is the chart which shows the average sold price. That's the bottom red line across the screen. And last month, the average sold price of Stockton was $470,000. So we are definitely seeing a neutral trend in prices here in Stockton. I mean, you're talking 1, 2, 3, 6 months in a row around that 470 mark. And there's even a little slight decline. But what's more important to me is the green line across the top is the average asking price of sellers here in Stockton. I think they're coming to the realization that they can't ask for anything they want anymore, and that has declined also the last 3 months in a row. So, as you always say, it's great to see those two lines kind of merging together.
Yes.
It's getting close. All right, next we're going to check out the how long it's taking for homes to sell here in Stockton with the average days on market chart.
And on this chart, we have days on market, which still super low at 21. I get a feeling maybe that's going to climb a little bit more in the future. But what's normal is more like, I don't know, 40 or 50. So 21 is pretty doggone good. But for the first time since back in 8 of 21, we're below 100 on the price versus sale price versus list price. It's only at 99, which is not much of a dip. I think that's going to kind of line out too once the prices line out. So overall, I think it's a real healthy market.
Yeah, and on the list to sales price, I think if homeowners who are selling their property get a little bit more realistic on their pricing,
right.
Like you said, that should line out as well. And until we see that inventory get really high, that's
going to stay up there.
It'll stay up there. You'll be able to get the asking price that you're looking for if it's within the market. Yeah,
that's right. What it looks like in a review is that the buyers are definitely now going to have a little bit easier time buying. They're not going to run into all that where they have to bid over and, just as long as they come in good and strong. But what about the sellers, David?
Yeah, if you're considering selling your house and making the move anytime soon, now is more important to really prep your home for sale. It's got to look great, and you have to price it right. You can no longer just take the highest comp that was out in before in the marketplace. You have to have a strategic pricing plan behind you to get your home sold in a relatively quick time frame. So if you need any help, we're here to help you out. Our numbers are down below. It's David and Richard with Advance One McKeever Real Estate right here in Stockton. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next month on our next housing market update. Thanks again.